Cancer, to your chakra reading for January. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. Getting straight into this, this is not for the month. This is for the present now. What you need to know. If you are watching this video is for you, and you are ready to get balanced. Making sure that you're maintaining balance over here. Balance is a very big thing when it comes to chakras, because we want to make sure that all of our energy is as balanced as possible. Okay, so bringing in the balance brings in the success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Love is going to bring in that heart chakra, and heart chakra is very important to be balanced when it comes to success, right? Because with the heart chakra is going to open up the intention and, of course, bring in that desire, right? But you need to be very stable when you're talking about the root chakra as well, because the root chakra is where the success is. This is where the stability is. This is what you're meant to do. This is where your security is, right? So you really want to make sure that you are balanced within your chakras. Ooh, bringing in the success. And make sure that you have perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. And this is bringing in that overall sense of self-worth. This is saying, I know I can do things. Well, when we're in the knowing, right, that is a good thing. Because saying I am in the knowing brings in that beautiful crown chakra, saying, I know I can do this. And that brings in the desire of the sacral chakra to the solar plexus. Because the solar plexus, right, is where it's saying, I can do this, right? This is where the intention is. This is where this is what I can do, because this is what I want with the sacral chakra, right? When the two intermix together, that's where you really start manifesting, because this is what you start thinking, this is what I want, and I can do that, and I can have that, right? And then putting yourself into the knowing sets that chakra up, and then says, boom, and you put those intentions into the universe. But you have to make sure that your heart chakra is open enough for all of this to really balance out. So very beautiful. And just making sure that you're really putting, your thoughts out there. Where energy goes, energy flows. So you really want that to flow, and really putting out those daydreams and decisions with the heart chakra. Again, there it is. I'm putting my heart chakra out there. I'm putting all these daydreams. This is the communication that you are giving to the universe through that energy of, this is what I want. This is what I need to have. These are the things I need to be successful. And those are really the tools within yourself. The chakras are the tools within yourself. That is one of the main pieces of life. Everything on the planet has them, right? If it is living. So we know this, right? We can see it. But with the boar over here, it says, face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victoriously. So think about what are my challenges that have this, right? Keeping yourself very stable. But you know that deep down within yourself, you can overcome all of these things, right? If you put your mind to it and keep yourself. Okay, and having the success. And what is going on over here? We're talking about not the perfect timing for this situation. Make sure that your energy is, doing what it's supposed to be. Make sure you're taking on some self-healing for your success. It feels like, whatever is going on over here, it says, I know that there is no greater goal than love. But making sure that you have, what you need for the realignment of the imbalance. Because it is showing that you have some imbalance going on over here, which, you might need self-healing. You might be having some indulgences over here, overwhelming circumstances, not allowing the perfect timing to come through. Everything is ice cold with the temperance upside down. Remember, she's feeling the waters to see how it is, and it's usually moderately warm, right? Because she is Sagittarius energy, so therefore the water is usually warm. So therefore it is ice cold, meaning the chakras of the imbalance is pretty imbalanced. And talking about opening up these opportunities. As soon as you get balanced, you will have more wishful thinking. Wow, the daydreams and decisions are really going to start flying. And this is the daydreaming. So it's showing, you know what, you are doing a lot of daydreaming, but we need to get down to the real purpose of the situation. Not just following what the heart wants, but also opening up the intuition to say, this is what I clearly see within the situation. If we only followed our heart, oh boy, we'd be in trouble. And a lot of people are. You need to make sure that heart balance, that heart is balanced with the love. Yeah. With the perseverance of, what I set my mind to what I want, this is where the inspiration really travels to you, and you're starting to travel. You're going to find the freedom within the situation and really finding more excitement for life. Really feeling like, the daydreams and decisions are really coming through. As you're getting your balance back, you're going to find that joy, that harmony within yourself, right? Bringing in the Ace of Cups where it felt like there was nothing but a dark cloud over me. Your daydreams and decisions just feel like they're so far away, they can never be touched at this time. But no, this is where the love and the compassion from yourself is going to start coming through, right? And your spirituality of the chakras will bounce back in and get rid of that dark cloud, right? So being the boar over here is going to bring in the Ace of Wands. This is where you're finding the new projects. You're finding the new beginning within yourself. This is where the growth is really coming in, and that's where the chakras are becoming balanced again. And you're starting to see yourself becoming, wow, okay, more disciplined within this situation. This is where you have generosity for yourself as well. The generosity is just making sure that you are keeping yourself balanced and getting to the prosperity of what you need. And this is really going to open up that, wow, that root chakra is going to blast, because it's going to say, I want the security. I don't want you to just daydream upon whatever it is. I want it stable. I want it stabilized. I want it grounded. And I want it, to be able to grow, something that can grow throughout the years. And this is where you're really going to get inspired with the situation. Now you're not going to feel like you're just upside down. You may have had to self-sacrifice something, maybe just energy, thoughts, maybe the way that the dream was, you were trying to dream. But once that intuition really opens up and you can clearly see, you'll see that maybe you're not building the dream right. Maybe you're in the wrong place. Maybe you need to move and travel on with the Page of Wands. Maybe you need to take someone else's offer if they're offering love to you. Maybe you're in the wrong love relationship, but you're just loving. Maybe you're making them codependent because you're telling them, I love you, don't worry about it, but not feeling as healthy as possible. That's for someone. Man, that came in strong. But you have the delays, right? This is where you're not going to have the delays. This is where you're not going to have the resistance. This is where you're going to stabilize yourself and say, this is it. I'm freeing myself. So I do feel like there's going to be a self-sacrifice coming, right? You need to do so that way you can have exactly what you need. Powerful 3 within yourself, mind, body, and soul coming together as one for the celebration, for your overall happiness of what you need for your own soul's journey. Guys, you are not on someone else's soul journey. You cannot stay in a relationship because you say they have to have me. They do not need you. They have their own life that they have to build. If you're not happy where you are, you need to move on. Find your own happiness and let them find their happiness too. Okay? Life is a test, and life is here for, what we need. But we're not here to be stuck in places that we're not happy. We're not here to be miserable. That's not going to bring in what you need. Make gentleness a habit. Gentleness towards yourself a habit. Put yourself in your own shoes. Put yourself, first in this situation. Of course, you have kids and stuff like that, right? But even by putting yourself first, you're making your kids' life happier. I understand they'll always be first no matter what. Believe me, I'm a mother. I know this. And that's a hard one to take, too. I know. Oh, believe you and me. Every time Spirit tells me that, I still want to resist against it. I still want to fight against it because it's like, no, I do everything for my kids. You know what I mean? But I get it. I got it. I understand what it means. It means when I'm miserable and I'm down, no matter how much love and how much everything I can give to my kids, when I'm miserable and down, they can feel that energy. That is not healthy for them. So it has to start within myself to give back to them. Do you see what I'm saying? So I finally got it. But I tell you, I did. I fought against that one for a long time because I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. But now I get it, so it makes the process much easier. And yeah, I get it a lot. Especially when they come to you and they're like, you don't feel good, Mommy. It's like, oh my God, that's the wake-up call. Enjoy the process itself of always looking for the result. Enjoy the process itself instead of always looking for the result. The process is what you're doing. The result is what you're like, oh, well, my heart says so. No. To feel your innate sense of truth and develop open-mindedness. Yep, that's what I was talking about the kid thing. You have to look at it from a different point of view. I get it. Learn to grow from the wisdom of your feelings by allowing yourself to befriend rather than deny them. That's exactly what I was just, that literally is the same thing I just said. So it doesn't mean you're literally putting your children on the back burner. What it means is you already give all this love to your children, but you really need to look deeper within yourself to make yourself happy and really worry about this situation over here so that you can give the overall 10 of Cups to them. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, it's a very hard, it's kind of a hard process to understand, but like I said, it took me a few years to get it, and then I got it. And like I said, I think the big wake-up call was when my son came to me and said, you don't feel very good. That doesn't make me feel good either. And I was like, oh, crown chakra, boom, what? And I'm telling you, it wasn't very, very long after Spirit had given me that message that this had happened. It was almost like, you're going to wake up. You know what I mean? And then I was like, but you don't want your kids not to feel good. You give them everything. So this is what it's saying, right? Those are for you who have children. And the reason I'm seeing children is because of the 3 of Cups on top of the Sun. So just remember, they feel that too. So you really want to make sure that you're giving to yourself first in emotional ways and chakras and balancing yourself so that you're not pushing those energies off onto them. You don't want your kids to see you upset, right? Yeah, that's a hard one. It's a hard one. Okay, my friends, until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.